So what is Intrigue Amplification and how can it help you make killer money-making sales bullets? What the hell are even sales bullets? Well, I'm going to tell you all about it today. I'm John Benson, and this is Sales Copy Secrets. Welcome back to my video on Intrigue Amplification and how you can take this simple technique and apply it to any sales bullet that you may have in a sales page or a video sales letter or even an email and make it more rich. Make you more rich, maybe if you're lucky and if you're a copywriter. And if you are a copywriter and you're looking for copywriting tips, tactics, techniques, or if you're just a marketer looking to sell more of your stuff online, this video is for you. Now be sure to like, share, sub, smash the bell for new notifications when my videos drop so that you will be notified, and leave me a comment if you think this video is helpful. Let's dive into the training right now. Okay, first let's define bullets. What is a bullet? What is a sales bullet? Sales bullets are short, curiosity-based emphasis points that often appear one after the other on a sales page or video sales letter. They are meant to shotgun the prospective buyer with one selling point after another. Bullets, when done correctly, can also dramatically increase intrigue and overcome objections, often more effectively than paragraphs of copy. Now, I've done videos on bullets before. Just look below, you will see them, and you will also find my bullet formula in the video below. I'm not going to recover it here. You're going to have to watch this next, you'll have to watch all of them. You have to watch my entire channel, basically. That's what I really want you to do. Or at least the videos below. You can do that, right? So the formula for writing bullets is below. It's a formula that will work for writing about 60 to 70% of your sales bullets. Pretty convenient to have. Today, we're going to talk about intrigue amplification. Specifically, we're going to use this to overcome objections. Now, objections are things that your buyer or prospective buyer has in their mind as a reason to say no to your offer. In other words, it won't work for me because I'm too old, or I'm too young, or I'm too this, or I'm too that, or I tried this, or I tried that. You got to overcome all those objections in a sales letter or a VSL if you're going to have any hope of closing a sale. And that's what you can use bullets for. Bullets aren't just salesy. They aren't just like, oh, buy this and you'll get this so fast, it'll make your head spin. That's good. And you should use bullets like that, but however, you can use bullets to overcome objections. It's a very clever way of doing this. My friend Paris Paris the Greek is what I call him. One of the world's great copywriters, absolute genius. He inspired some of this today. Thank you, Paris. But this is a way you can use bullets to overcome objections. We're going to talk about today, and particularly using a technique that I created called intrigue amplification. Let's dive into that. Now, intrigue amplification is when you add a word or a few words here and there to increase the intrigue of a bullet, to increase the mystery, to increase the wow factor of it, but it's always based on intrigue. And we're going to use this today, even though you can use it in any bullet ever, we're going to use this today to specifically overcome objections. Let's start with a bullet that you may have seen in, let's say, a health magazine. Let's say that you're selling a product that's just a general health product, like a dictionary for health cures that you can find at home. Let's say that's it. And the first bullet is, you'll find inside an all-natural trick to cure urinary tract infections. I know that's what you wanted coming to this channel, right? All about UTIs. Well, don't worry, we're not going to go into that. This is just example copy, but that is a bullet. Now, I'm not going to critique the bullet. I'm not going to say, oh, here's how you can make it better, except for using the intrigue amplification, which will make it much more objection-friendly, but it is a bullet. So what is the problem with this bullet? Well, if you know anything about health, anything about natural health, and we're going to assume that some or many of this person's customers would, they may automatically think they know what this is. Oh, I know what that is. It's cranberry juice. In case you don't know, hey, guess what? I might have cured a UTI in the future for you. Not cured, but helped. Okay. Yeah, cranberry juice. Very good for those things. So they were thinking in their head, maybe, oh, I don't need this. I don't need this. I know what that is. It's cranberry juice. But that's not the problem. The problem is they may be thinking, oh, if this is all so obvious, I'm going to ignore the rest of this copy and go to Netflix.com or go to whatever else.com and not buy your shizzle. And I don't want that to happen. So here's how I can take that bullet, increase and amplify the intrigue, and actually overcome the objection of, oh, I've heard this before. That is a very valid objection, one that people don't talk about way too often. We need to talk about it more, because that's one of the number one objections that your customer will have. Oh, I've heard this before. Oh, I've seen this before. You have to overcome that. So let's look at that rewritten. An all-natural trick to cure urinary tract infections, and it's not cranberry juice. This works much faster. Now, I've not only made the bullet better, I've made it far more intriguing to anyone that knows something. Well, if it's not cranberry juice, what is it? Wow, if it works faster, that's awesome. Now, this relies on a couple of facts. Number one, it's not cranberry juice. And number two, it does work faster, but let's just assume that it did for this teaching tutorial. So what I've done is I've used Intrigue amplification to make the bullet sound more interesting, definitely more intriguing. I don't know what this is. Wow, this maybe the whole book is full of stuff that I don't know. Just by changing a few words, pretty cool. Let's look at another example. Exactly what to do if you're experiencing a heart attack before the ambulance arrives. Now, I actually read this bullet for the first time. I believe Paris wrote that one as well. Excellent bullet before the ambulance arrives. But what if they're thinking and they're smart and they're savvy, or they're like me who's gone through this junk before and I know what to do. Chew aspirin, right? Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Chew aspirin. So I've heard this before, right? But look what I can do. 3 pressure points that can help keep you alive if you're experiencing a heart attack. Touch here before the ambulance arrives. Wow. Okay, now this assumes, of course, that we know pressure points that you can touch that will help you survive a heart attack, and it's not aspirin, in other words. So if that's the problem, people write bullets and they assume that they know something new. They assume that maybe you don't know this before, but you need to make sure of what people think they know before that bullet ever goes on your sales page or VSL. In other words, if you say something and it sounds like, oh, I may already know that, be sure to be more specific with Intrigue amplification so that their curiosity goes up and they are more interested in your offer. Now, basically what we're doing here is we're turning sales bullets into intrigue enhancers. That's really the trick here that I'm wanting to teach you. But let's go to a different bullet and a different topic right now, and let's look at it. How to tighten your tummy without sit-ups. Okay, people will read this and go, oh, how lame, duh. Okay, setups don't work anyway. Crunches, he's just gonna tell me about crunches. Again, notice that there's a theme here. The theme here, that the objection that I'm overcoming in all of these is I already know what it is. That's how common it really is. So just take that and run with it. Okay, so assuming that you're not talking about crunches, how can you make that even more interesting? Check this out. A 1-minute breathing technique that tightens your tummy faster than 1,000 sit-ups. No diets required. Now the intrigue factor is off the freaking hooks. Okay, it's off the chains. So a 1 minute, it's very short, breathing technique. What the hell does that have to do with stomach, right? That tightens your tummy faster than 1,000 sit-ups. So you automatically go, wow, if I can do that in a minute by breathing, I want the whole thing. You see, I turned that bullet into a mini sales page by using intrigue amplification and some clever copy. So now your assignment is to go through every sales letter, every VSL that has a sales bullet, apply this intrigue amplification technique, see if your prospect may think they know what you're talking about, and make sure you chop that off, you cut it off at the pass so that they don't, so that you keep the intrigue high and you keep the sales even higher. I'm John Benson, and until next time, I'm always here to help make you unignorable.